Alright, what's going on, guys? MTG Smash. Back again. I know it's been a little while, and I do apologize. But I figured I'd jump on and see how everybody's doing. I'd like to talk to you guys just a little bit. I'm building a new Commander Boros deck, and I wanted to run over it with you guys and see what you thought, and maybe pick your brains for a little info, a little feedback. I just feel like it could run a lot smoother and a lot quicker, and I just haven't figured it out yet. So I'm going to run over the deck with you guys. If you guys would, leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think, if you got any suggestions. Also, if you're new to the group, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to. But we're going to start off. Here is my commander, the God of Victory. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, so I'll leave it on screen for just a second, let you guys read. I really enjoy this as a commander. With it being aggro, a lot of my creatures are attack triggered. So it gives them menace, and it prevents all combat damage that would be dealt to my creatures as long as they're attacking. So I'm going to run over my deck. I haven't sorted or shuffled or anything like that. But you guys will see a lot of my creatures are attack-based. Attack triggers. I really like this because this helps me set for land, for my land sets, or for my mana drops. Not sure if you guys are familiar with that one, but I really enjoy that. It just doesn't seem to run as smoothly as what I would have anticipated with my mana curve. With the amount of mana ramp that I have in here. I do run some control as well too. So whenever you guys see the controls, you guys will understand. I'll kind of explain them to you. Slumbering Dragon. I enjoy that card for a little mana fixing. And again, I'll let some of the older stuff I'll let you guys read. I'll leave it on camera for a second. The deck does kind of revolve around angels a lot. There is a lot of angels. I didn't want to put oh heck, what is that card? Dang it, it's the one that gives +1/+1 for each creature. Of the same type. I didn't want to put that card in here. I know that's been suggested a lot, but I just think it's too expensive for what it does. I do like the Combat Celebrant. Gives me an extra attack phase. I don't have a way to untap him from his Exert to be able to do that each turn, but it does help out. I do like this guy as well, too. He attacks each turn. Again, he's going to have prevented combat damage dealt to him, but I can also put him on as an equipment or an enchantment. And just a little mana fixing for third turn. Gives me a little, somewhat of a little control on this guy. He makes each time a creature you control attacks me or a planeswalker, you have to pay 1 for each one of those creatures. This guy has helped out tremendously because I get to exile other things, whether it be my creature for an EBT or whether it be one of your creatures. He definitely helps out. And that's a little control there, little destroy for 1. Obviously, we're going to want that guy. I run quite a few multicolored creatures in here, so why not? Hawatli for a little life gain. I don't use him for his ult. I mainly just use him for the 2, and then he becomes a target more than me. I don't really use him as the ult, but I do like to +2 him because then I get to gain life. I like to destroy artifacts, especially in Commander format. A lot of the opponents that I play, they run artifacts. So for a total of 3 mana, 2 mana I get to drop a creature, 1 mana I get to destroy a target artifact. He's definitely come in handy quite a few times. This guy's pretty good. At the beginning of my combat, I get to choose either First Strike, Vigilance, or Lifelink, and then all creatures I control gain that ability for that turn. I do enjoy him as well. And him, I mainly just have him in here for the life gain. I think that there's probably a better one, so if you guys have an idea. I know there's one that has, he costs 1 white. I can't remember which one it is, but he's a 1/1. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life. But the reason I chose him is because he has protection from black and from red. And black is known for destroy, and red is known for burn. So if I'm playing a black or a red deck, hopefully he would stay alive for just a little bit longer. Target creature deals damage equal to its power. So if I beef one of my guys up, or if Oros is a creature, then I get to deal 7 damage to a creature. Gazella, another multicolored creature. I'm sure most of you guys know Gazella. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped for 3 mana. I don't think that's too bad. That would be part of my control. So, guys, let me know what you think about that. I have had some guys, which it doesn't make sense to me, but they've told me that I should be able to find something better than that to put in here. I would think that I could find something better than Pyroclasm to put in here. One card that I would like to put in here that I don't have in here is the Rekindling Phoenix. That's a really good one. I really enjoy that, but I do not have a copy of that as it sits right now. So, just another white god. And it gives all my creatures vigilance, or other creatures, I should say. Allows me to draw cards. I do like to draw cards with this deck with the mana curve being somewhat low. I do want there to be some type of draw, at least a little bit of draw. And this guy, I get to exile target tapped creature until Seal Away leaves the battlefield. Obviously, Swords is going to be in here. Why not, right? Running a white deck, Commander. It's legal. Why wouldn't you have a Swords? And, of course, the almighty Soul Ring. Thalias. I've had a lot of guys say, hey, you should probably be able to find something better than Thalia. It allows me to search my library for a legendary card. I have a lot of legendary creatures in here, so to be able to do that, yeah, it costs me 5, but I also get a 4/4 First Striker, so that's kind of nice as well. Prime example, Neheb. He's a legendary. Teamed up with the Oros and prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to attacking creatures you control. So if I have Neheb out on the battlefield, he has the Afflict 3, so he's just in there kind of for mana fixing, as well as he's a 4/6 for 5, which is really nice. But then I get the mana as well. So they're either going to eat the life by not blocking, or they're going to eat the life by blocking. So, and then I also get the mana. So it's pretty much a free mana kick. Sarah Ascendant, again, running a white deck, so why wouldn't I have that in there, right? Kinjali, again, creatures your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped, so if they're running any type of aggro, that will help out for 3 mana. Plus he's a flyer, so that's always nice. That'll go back to control. I like him as well, too, because whenever he's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target player. Actually, that is not good because it prevents all damage. So that is definitely one that maybe you guys could help me out with. Maybe I could put the Rekindling Phoenix in his position. And again, guys, this deck is really new. I've only played with it maybe a dozen times. Just put it together not too long ago, so I figured I'd jump on here and ask your guys' opinion. The Crackdown enters the battlefield, exile all artifacts. I actually hit probably about 12 artifacts with that one, with the new Commander deck that come out. Somebody was playing the vamped version of that, and yeah, I got him pretty good with that one. Oketra, it's a nice one. I don't think I could put anything better than that in here, in that position. Windrock enters the battlefield. If you attacked with the creature this turn, which I should have, put a 3/4 white bird creature token with flying onto the battlefield. And then whenever this creature attacks, you gain 1 life for each attacking creature. So, again, that'll help me out with my creature-based and my life gain. Sublime Archangel, another nice one. Flying, Exalt. Other creatures you control have Exalt. So if I'm just swinging with 1 creature, then I get a +1/+1 on that creature. And this is a nice mana fix. Well, I say nice mana fix. I got to pay 6 to get 8. So that has helped me out quite a few times to get some of my bigger stuff out, or multiple things out. I like that as well too. It's just another board wipe. And Bruna, of course, to go along with the other one. A Braid has always been popular in red, so I got 2 choices. Anytime you have 2 choices for 2 mana, that's pretty good. Deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. So I get to choose one of those. Cannot choose both, but it only costs 2 mana, so that's not too shabby. The Harbinger. This one's pretty good, especially if I need to cycle through my deck to be able to find something that's that I need. I actually have used that quite a few times to discard lands or whatnot that I could not use to be able to potentially draw something that I can use. Or I could negative to it, exile target enchantment, tapped artifact, or tapped creature. I've used it that way. What I really like to do, though, is try to build her up to 10, so that way I can search my library for an artifact or creature card. Obviously, I'm going to try to search for the creature. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That creature gains haste, and then I get to return it to my hand. So if I have one that has an EBT trigger, it EBTs for the -8, and then whenever I play it again, then it'll EBT again. So that's why I like him in there, or her in there. Boros Charm has always been a popular one in Boros color decks, and I guess you could see why. You're going to choose 1. It deals 4 damage to target player or permanent you control are indestructible this turn, or target creature gains double strike until end of turn. So you got 3 possibilities on Boros Charm for 2 mana. Reckless Racer becomes tapped. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So if I'm swinging, again, with the Boros, combat damage doesn't affect, so I can just swing away with him and discard and cycle through my deck. Mark of Mutiny. This is always, I've actually won the game with this card. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Put a 1/1 counter on it and untap it. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So if you got a double striker and you just took control of a 10/10, that's pretty nice. Whenever this is turned face up, gain control of another target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature and it gains haste. And another just way, a cheaper way to control with red. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm kind of unorthodox when it comes to my deck building. I try not to stay building decks like everybody else. I try to come up with my own conclusions and my own way of running decks, but I just need some pointers here because it's just not running as quick as what I would like it to. Archangel. Or Avacyn, I'm sorry. Archangel. Couple lands. Twin Bolt. I think I could probably get rid of that one, but that has come in handy, especially with Planeswalkers. Amira. It has landfall, so if I can get her out for a turn, then I'll pump them 1/1 white bird creature tokens with flying. And that's always nice. Mind Stone, obviously, to draw the card. Angel of Sanctions. Enters the battlefield. So here we go with the EBT effect. Enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. So if they have a Planeswalker on the battlefield, I could jump in, or any creature with counters on it or anything. I could jump in, get this creature, and remove those counters. Yeah, they get the creature back, but it's done its job. Plus, it's a 3/4 with flying and embalm. And this guy here, he's another low coster. Actually, I think he's supposed to be... Nope, he's supposed to be this way. So he starts off this way. For 2 mana, I get to drop a 2/2 at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control 4 or more creatures, transform this card. And then he transforms into West Vale Cult Leader. His power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. At the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 white and black human cleric creature token onto the battlefield. So each end step, he pumps himself and gives me another creature. So you guys let me know what you think. This is one card that I would like to try to get in there. That gets 3/3 for each opponent whose life total is less than half of his or her starting life total. So if we're playing big games, which a lot of times we do, there'll be 5 or 6 of us that sit around. We'll play a few hours of Commander. And then as long as an opponent's life total is less than half of his or her starting, this creature is indestructible. So if you got 2 or 3 people out there that's got half their life total, he's going to get +3/+3 for each one of those. And then as long as there's at least one person, he's indestructible. So even if there's one person, he's going to be a 7/7 indestructible flyer for 5. But like I said, I was thinking about maybe trying to drop a Rekindling Phoenix in here. I think that would probably do nice. And then I can't remember what the heck the new card is. Everybody's going wild about the new red card. It's like $40 right now, something like that. I was thinking about maybe one of those as well too, but man, the table looks crazy. Doesn't look that bad looking at it, but looking at it through the screen, it looks crazy. All right, guys. Well, hey, I definitely appreciate you. Again, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel if you would like to. And leave me your feedbacks, your questions, your opinions. I'd love to hear from you. I'm trying to put a whooping on some guys, and the more heads put together on this deck definitely help out. So with all that being said, I really appreciate you. MTG Smash signing out.